15th February 2021 Morning Murli Om Shanti Babdada Madhuban. Sweet children, this confluence age is the age for ascending. Everyone benefits in this age. This is why it is said there is benefit for everyone due to your ascending stage. Question: why does Baba give all you Brahmin children many congratulations? Answer: Baba says it is because you children of mine became deities from humans. You now became free from the chains of Ravan. You passed with honors and claimed the kingdom of heaven. I don't do that. Therefore, Baba congratulates you a great deal. You souls are kites. The strings of all of you are in my hands. I make you into the masters of heaven. Song: at last the day for which we had been waiting has come. Om Shanti. Who is telling you the story of immortality? Whether you call it the story of immortality, the story of becoming true Narayan, or the story of the third eye, all three are important. In front of whom are you now sitting, and who is telling you the story? Even this one has been to many spiritual gatherings that you can only see human beings. They say that such and such a sannyasi is relating a religious story, that Shivananda is relating a story. There are many spiritual gatherings in Bharat. They have spiritual gatherings in every street. Even women simply take up a religion book and have a spiritual gathering. So there you see human beings, whereas here it is a wonderful aspect. Who is in your intellects? The Supreme Soul, God. You say that Baba has now come in front of you, that incorporeal Baba is teaching you. Human beings say, but God is beyond name and form. The Father explains, nothing is beyond name and form. You understand that it is not a corporeal human being who is teaching you here. Anywhere else you go in the world, it is corporeal beings who teach you. Here, the Supreme Father, who is called incorporeal God, the Father sits and teaches you through the corporeal one. This is something completely new. Birth after birth, you have been hearing them say, this one is such and such a Pandit or Guru. They have many names. Bharat is very big. Whoever teaches or explains to you is a human being. Disciples are also human beings. There are many types of human beings. They always mention the name of the body and say, so and so is relating this. On the path of devotion, they call out to the incorporeal one, oh, purifier, come. He comes and explains to you children. You children know that the whole world becomes impure every cycle, and that it is only the incorporeal Father who makes it pure again. Among all of you sitting here, some of you are weak and others are strong. It is because you have been body conscious for half the cycle that you now have to become soul conscious in this birth. The Supreme Soul sits here and explains to each of you souls that are sitting in your body. It is the soul that carries away the sanskars. A soul says through his organs, I am so and so. However, no one is soul conscious. The Father explains that those who belong to the Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty in Bharat will come at this time and become Brahmins, and that they will then become deities. Human beings have the habit of being body conscious. They forget to remain soul conscious This is why the Father repeatedly says, become soul conscious. It is the soul that adopts different costumes and plays his part. These are his organs. The Father now says to the children, become Manmana Bhava. No one can receive the fortune of the kingdom by just studying the Gita. You are made Trikaladarshi at this time. There is the difference of day and night. The Father explains, I teach you Raj Yoga. Krishna is a prince of the golden age. The Sun dynasty deities don't have this knowledge. The knowledge will have disappeared. This knowledge is for the receiving salvation. In the golden age, there is no one in degradation. That is the golden age, whereas it is now the iron age. In Bharat, there are first 8 births in the Sun dynasty and then 12 births in the Moon dynasty. This one birth of yours now is the best birth of all. You are the mouth-born creation of Prajapita Brahma. This is the most elevated Brahman religion. The deity religion cannot be called the most elevated religion. The Brahman religion is the most elevated of all. Deities simply experience their reward. Nowadays, there are many social workers. Your work is spiritual service. There is physical service. This spiritual service can only be done once. Previously, there were no social workers, etc. The king and queen used to rule. In the golden age, there were deities. You were worthy of worship and then you became worshippers. Lakshmi and Narayan went on to the path of sin in the copper age and people then built temples to them. First of all, they built a temple to Shiva. He is the bestower of salvation for all. Therefore, he must surely be worshipped. Shiva Baba made souls voiceless. Then there is worship of the deities. You were worthy of worship and you then became worshippers. Baba has told you, continue to remember the cycle. You have come down the ladder and have now fallen to the floor. It is now your stage of ascending. It is said there is benefit for everyone due to your ascending stage. I now bring the stage of ascending for all the human beings of the world. The purifier comes and purifies everyone. When it was the golden age, after your stage of ascending, all the rest of the souls were in the land of liberation. The Father sits here and explains, sweetest children, I only take birth in Bharat. It is remembered that Shiva Baba came. He has now come once again. This is called the sacrificial fire of imperishable knowledge of self-sovereignty, in which the horse is sacrificed. The sacrificial fire was created to attain self-sovereignty. There were obstacles then. There are obstacles now too. Mothers are assaulted. They say, Baba, we are being stripped. They don't leave us alone. Baba protect us. They have shown how Draupadi was protected. You have come to the unlimited Father to claim your inheritance for 21 births. You stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and purify yourself. Then, by enlarging in vice, everything is finished and you fall right down. This is why the Father says you definitely have to remain pure. Those who became this in the previous cycle will make a promise for purity. Then some are able to remain pure and others are not. The main thing is remembrance. If you stay in remembrance, remain pure and spin the discus of self-realization, you claim a high status. The dual form of Vishnu rules the kingdom. However, the ornaments of the conch shell and the discus that they have given to Vishnu do not belong to the deities. Lakshmi and Narayan do not have them. Vishnu resides in the subtle region. He doesn't need the knowledge of the cycle. There is just movie there. You now understand that you are residents of the land of space, that is the incorporeal world. Human beings don't understand what a soul is. They say that each soul is the supreme soul. They say of a soul that it is a sparkling star that resides in the center of the forehead. It cannot be seen with these eyes. No matter how much someone tries to lock a body in a glass case to see how the soul leaves the body, no one understands this. However, they do say that souls are like stars and cannot be seen without divine vision. On the path of devotion, many people have visions. It is written that Arjuna had a vision of eternal light. Arjuna cried out that he was unable to tolerate it. The father explains there is nothing as bright as that. When a soul enters a body, you are not aware of it. You now understand how Baba enters and speaks. That soul comes here and speaks. This too is all fixed in the drama. There is no question of anyone's strength in this. A soul doesn't leave his body and go somewhere else. That is just a matter of a vision. This is a wonderful aspect. The father says, I enter an ordinary body. They invoke the soul. Previously, they used to invite a departed soul to come and would then ask him questions. Now everyone has become Tamopradhan. A father only comes to purify the impure. They speak of 84 births. Therefore, it should be understood that those who came first must definitely have taken 84 births. They speak of hundreds of thousands of years. The father now explains, I sent you to heaven. You went and ruled there. You people of Bharat were sent to heaven. You were taught Raj Yoga at the confluence age. The father says, I come at the confluence age of the cycle. They have then written in the Gita that he comes in every age. You now understand how you come down the ladder and how you then climb up. There is the stage of ascending and then the stage of descending. This is now the confluence age. It is the age of the stage of ascending for everyone. You are now climbing and going up, and you will then come down in heaven to play your paths. In the golden age, there were no other religions. That was called the viceless world. The deities then fell onto the path of sin, and everyone began to become vicious, as are the king and queen, so the subjects. The father explains, O people of Bharat, you were in the viceless world, and it is now in the vicious world. There are now innumerable religions that the deity religion doesn't exist. It is only when it no longer exists that it would surely be established once again. The father says, I come and establish the original, eternal deity religion through Brahma. He would do this here, would he not? He wouldn't do this in the subtle region. It is written that the creation of the original, eternal deity religion was through Brahma. You are not called pure at this time. You are becoming pure. It does take time. It is not written in any scriptures how you became pure from impure. In fact, the praise is of just the one Father. Because of forgetting that Father, you have become orphans and continue to fight. People ask, how can everyone unite and become one? They are all brothers. Baba is experienced. This one has performed all types of devotion. He adopted the most number of gurus. The father says, renounce all of them. You have found me. You call him the bestower of salvation for all. Sat Shri Akal means the truth, the most elevated, and immortal one. People read this a lot, but they don't understand the meaning of it. The Father explains everyone is now impure. Later, the pure world will be created. Only Bharat is imperishable. No one knows that Bharat is never destroyed or that total annihilation never take place. They show Krishna coming on a people leaf floating in the ocean. A baby cannot come floating on a people leaf. The Father explains, you will take a very comfortable birth through a worm. A worm there is used to be a palace, whereas a worm here is said to be a jail. In the Golden Age, a worm is like a palace, and a soul has a vision in advance that he will shed that body and take another. There they remain soul conscious. Human beings neither know the Creator nor the beginning, middle, or the end of the creation. You now know that the Father is the ocean of knowledge. You are master oceans. You mothers are the rivers, and the brothers are the lakes of knowledge. They are rivers of knowledge, and you are lakes. There it is the family path. Your ashram was that of the pure household path, and it is now that of the impure household path. The Father says, always remember that you are souls. Only remember the one Father. Baba has ordered you. Don't remember any bodily beings. Whatever you see with your eyes is to be destroyed. This is why the Father says, Man Mana Bhava and Madhyaji Bhava. Continue to forget this graveyard. Many storms of Maya will come. You mustn't be afraid of them. Many storms will come, but don't perform sinful actions through your physical organs. It is only when you forget the Father that storms come. This pilgrimage of remembrance only takes place once. Those pilgrimages are of the land of death. This pilgrimage leads to the land of immortality. The Father says, don't remember any bodily being. Children send so many telegrams for Shiva Jayanti. The Father says, the same applies to you. The Father also congratulates you, children. In fact, you are congratulated because you change from humans into deities. Then those who pass with honors receive more marks and claim a high status. The Father is congratulating you because you have now become free from the chains of ravens. All souls are like kites. Everyone's string is in Father's hand. He will take everyone back with him. He is the bestower of salvation for all. But you are making effort to claim the kingdom of heaven. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, in order to pass with honor, remember the one Father and not any bodily being. See, but don't see whatever you see with your eyes. Second point, you are going on a pilgrimage to the land of immortality. Therefore, you mustn't remember anything of the land of death. Pay attention to not performing any sinful actions through your physical organs. Blessing. May you be a world server and invoke many souls with your stage of supersensuous joy. Explanation. The more your last stage continues to come closer to being karmatit, the more you will love to be in the stage of being beyond sound. In this stage, you will constantly experience supersensuous joy. Then, in this stage of supersensuous joy, you will easily be able to invoke many other souls. This powerful stage is the stage of a world benefactor. With this stage, you will be able to make Baba's message reach souls who are sitting far away. Slogan: by keeping each one's speciality in your awareness, become faithful and the gathering will become united in one direction. Om Shanti